Welcome back to Bets and Regrets, where the NBA Conference Finals are almost set. The Hurricanes still refuse to lose hockey games, and the Brewers just swept the Yankees and won a series against the Padres because baseball makes zero sense. We've got NFL offseason chaos, where the new contracts flying around, UFC drama, Nick officially adopting a baseball team, dog updates nobody asked for, and the weekly locks that'll either make you rich or emotionally unstable. Let's get into it. I'm Sean.
And I'm Nick.
Hi,
And
I'm Jason.
once again, we are joined by the lovely, the beautiful, the very handsome Jason.
Oh,
Are you rocking a cutoff?
baby.
Flexing
Yeah.
your sleeves, fella, or flexing your sleeves.
Sweating
bro?
in this during work.
Oh, nice. You bottled
I
that?
did shower after
You
work,
sell your
but
sweat?
I bottle it and sell it, yes.
Lovely.
Whoever's
Uh,
willing.
do you have a website that you'd like to plug in?
No, I sell it out back of Walmart. I got a guy.
Could be a permanent resting spot, but so
Yeah. So we're
I'm
all
sure for
die.
those of you that are probably the 1 to 2 listeners here, you may notice that Jason is stepping in for Brogan today. Brogan can't be here. He's been out west. I believe now he's up in the Pacific Northwest. So he's playing golf or some shit. Now I believe he's probably gone squatching. So hopefully he makes a triumphant and successful return next week.
He was derelict in his duties.
Dude,
Yep.
he's going AWOL.
That's why we got you.
You're the
You
bad
might
People,
guy.
not
the
have me-
people's, the people's host.
You might not have me too long at the shit. Again.
You taking the camera with you?
No, it doesn't reach that far. I'll load it up on my phone.
We need you on camera at all times, Jason. And you
Just-
think I'm
Just
add
kidding?
a- You're gonna say
Just
that's
add
in terms of the contract.
Dude,
Just at a
signed.
low,
You did
just at
sign.
a low angle.
you
didn't
signed to
sign
be our Truman Show, by the way. I hope you know that.
Yeah, just at like a low angle, like balls and dick stuffed into the toilet so you can't see. Just sweating on the toilet.
Also, another possible resting spot for you. You and Elvis.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think about that more than you would think.
Dying on the toilet.
Yeah.
Fucking shitting yourself to death?
Yeah, like pushing so hard that you just fucking you
Rupture a vessel.
Yeah, rupture a heart, like a fucking artery in your heart. You're like, ooh, oh, that's it.
How hard are you pushing?
Not very, but you know, the thought's always there. It's always in the back of your head.
Is it?
Yes.
It's in the back of your... I don't feel like most people...
All right.
when they
Okay.
go to
We're talking about this. It's making me gotta shit, so I gotta go. I'll be back. You can enjoy the blackness. I'll be back.
Oh boy, how
Your
we
mother enjoys
await
it.
his return as well. So we are just gonna be. We'll try and rattle off as much of this shit as possible while he's gone. We got the NBA playoff news, so we pretty much have one game left for the second round or the semifinals, and it's an all right one. We got Pistons, Cavs. Nick, have you been watching any NBA? Probably not.
Nope, haven't been watching shit. All I know is the Cavs are dog shit ever since LeBron left, and the bad boy Pistons from the 90s. That's all I got for you.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, sure, we'll go with that. Essentially, the winner of the LeBronless Cavs and the 1990s Bad Boy Pistons, they play tomorrow, and they will be playing the red hot New York Knicks, who have just been on a tear since going down 2-1 in Atlanta in the first round. But they've been dominating. They swept the Sixers last week, so they are well rested. They are hitting on all cylinders. They even got Cat playing really good, which is amazing to see. So I do have a nice little future on them to ideally come out of the East. So hopefully that hits. And then on the Western side of the bracket, we just finished up a 6-game, pretty solid match between the Spurs and the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves were kind of outmanned. Some of their players were falling apart a little bit at the end. And was doing about as much as he could to carry that team, but unfortunately didn't get it done. Spurs rolled. I think it was like 139 to 109 or something last night. So the backcourt was just absolutely dominant for them. So they're going to be moving on to play, shocker, Oklahoma City, and they swept the Lakers they're also extremely well rested. I don't think they've played since like either last week or Monday or something. So that should be a really good series. More than likely, whoever wins that is currently the odds-on favorite to win the whole thing. I think OKC was about minus 160. Spurs were minus or plus 225, and the Knicks, I think you get them at like 5 or 6 to 1. So that's pretty good. Yeah, it should be a fun Eastern and Western Conference Finals, and looking forward more and more to the NBA Finals coming in June. So that'll be good. Nick, do you plan on watching a lick of basketball in that time? Nope. All right.
No, no, it's so disinteresting to me at this point.
Playoff basketball rules. Um, Something else that ruled, or at least had a lot of hope, that my fiance was pissed that I made her watch last week was the NBA draft lottery happened on Sunday from like 3 to 3:30, right before game 4 of the Knicks Sixers series, and it was unfortunately the Bucks. I was watching that with keen interest because the Bucks were in it, and first time in like 10 years that they've been in it. So we got a top 10 pick. We finished with 10 overall, which could have been worse, but fortunately we didn't lose any spots. We didn't really gain any spots, so I'm happy with that. In a pretty much heavy guard loaded draft where we desperately need a star, we should be able to get a playmaker. But the biggest stories out of that to round out the top 4: Washington gets the number 1 pick, Utah's number 2, Memphis is 3, and then Chicago is 4. They were one spot below Milwaukee, and they got all the way from 9, where they should have been picking, to top 4 pick, and they're going to get an absolute stud for, unfortunately, probably about the better half of a decade and a half. So the biggest news, though, that probably came out of there is the Pacers lost a chance to get a top 4 pick because Chicago bumped them out. And now the Clippers own their pick because it stems back from the Zubac trade in like January or February, where I think it was protected top 4, but anything outside of there, it would become available to the Clippers, and they got 5th overall. So they traded in a really good draft a top 4 pick for Ivan Zubac, which not great,
That's worth
but
it.
as a
That's
Bucks
worth it.
fan, cool. I love to see that. So yeah, that's the state of the NBA, and again, playoffs are going to be sick. But we got, I guess, hockey. If we want to talk about hockey a little bit here, Nick, I know you're apparently a big puck guy now that you're up north.
I'm not a big puck guy.
Oh, you love puck stuff.
I do like watching me some puck. So today we have the Sabres and Montreal playing, and the Golden Knights and the Avalanche are playing on the 20th. Okay. So tonight's game is going to be kind of, I don't know. I can't speak too intelligently on the Sabres and Montreal, purely because I haven't watched too much of them. I know the Sabres are supposed to be okay, right? But the one I'm really excited for is the Golden Knights and the Avalanche. Even that one isn't even going to be that exciting in terms of a game because the Avalanche should just fucking roll them. Let's be honest here. The Avalanche should just roll and just win. So I don't know. It's the playoffs are turning out to be exactly what you. To me, they're kind of, this year is a little bit boring because it's almost exactly what you'd anticipate. Exactly how like the NBA is going, I would say, is like there's no real surprises. Sean, are there any real surprises in the NBA playoffs right now?
NBA. No, I mean the Cavs Pistons series is about as close to a surprise as you can get. I don't think anybody expected the Sixers to beat the Celtics, so that was a little bit of a surprise. But the Knicks kind of took care of that. They averaged out and came back down to earth. But
Yeah, like it's just I don't know. It's been exactly what you'd think it should be. You know, the Hurricanes just keep fucking just wiping the floor with every single team. And it's just gonna come down to the Hurricanes and the Avalanche, and the Hurricanes are just gonna win. So this year, I don't know. I would say it's more of a predictable It's probably one of the most predictable NHL like playoffs in a minute, where these two teams are just essentially going to make it to the end. But I mean, they're two really good teams, so once they actually get there, it's going to be really fun to watch. So I am excited.
You have that every once in a while too. Like I know I think it was like 2018 when Durant went to Golden State. You're like, oh yeah, this was a 72 win team before, and they just added one of the top 10 players and possibly all time. Yeah, all right, they're gonna probably roll through everybody, and they did. But I already forgot not doing the best job of hosting because I was derailed by Jason's
Presence.
nonsense that he was talking about. Yeah, his presence. I mean, it's gotten the better of a lot of people, so completely understandable. But we got some shots to take, Nick.
Oh god! And also, didn't didn't that team win 73 games?
Yeah, 73 and 9, but then they added Kevin
Yeah,
Durant,
yeah,
so that
yeah,
would have been 20. It was either the 2017 or 2018 season. The kind of year in between where it kind of switches, kind of always screws me up.
Yeah.
Something like that. Regardless, we got shots to take.
I just heard you say 72, and then my fucking sports autism went out, and I was
no, I think because 82 games in the NBA, 162 in MLB, so yep, 73. But anyway, I'll get started here. So we all went 2-2, it looks like, and unfortunately, the Avalanche moneyline parlay of the week did not hit. So we all have an additional shot. I had one last week where Nick's moneyline plus money, that was an absolute steal. Avalanche moneyline did not. I kind of mucked up the good juju of hockey here because I wanted to get on the puck train, and that shit just didn't happen. So 1-1 going here. Next one was a money line of Brady and Hamza Chimaev at -120. Brady absolutely smothered Joaquin Buckley to a unanimous decision where he won by multiple points. It was crazy. The dude is an absolute killer as long as he doesn't get got. And then Hamza Chimaev, again, we'll talk about that later, but possible little controversy. I think they're definitely going to run that back between him and Strickland. So that one didn't hit, but fortunately I did an alt spread of the Spurs -3.5 at -145. So I got 3 shots. I am just going to be finishing off this bottle straight to the dome of the Old Smoky Salty Caramel Whiskey. So bottoms up for this. Nick,
all right.
up to you. After you.
So I ended up going 2-2 last week. So it was just so unfortunate. The Avalanche losing. It's the only game they fucking lost against the fucking Wild. And they end up losing it 1-5. So they ended up closing the series out, I think, 4-1 or some shit like that. They just absolutely dick slapped the Wild. But the one game that we fucking ride on the Avalanche to just win is the game that they get dick slapped. And worst of all, they got dick slapped and they didn't even hit their over. Okay?
God damn, Sean.
Because I bet on the Wild money line or the Avalanche money line and then the Avalanche Wild over 6.5. Well, guess what? They scored fucking 6 total. So I got double cucked there. And then I bet on the Flyers Hurricanes over 0.5 goals in the first 10 minutes. Which I should actually just pull this up. Our shit is actually kind of fucked on this page, but whatever. Yeah. So, I don't know. I have 3 shots. I would have made that bet again. I would have done it again. The Avalanche just looked too good to be true for that game. And, I don't know. There was value there. There totally was value there, and I'm actually pretty upset that they did lose and bust our fucking parlay of the week. Bitch ass motherfuckers. So, all right, 3 shots.
All right. Well, while you're taking these, I can transition us into America's pastime. We got baseball, everybody's favorite. Jason, you love baseball, don't you?
Oh yeah,
Jason,
yeah.
who is your favorite baseball player of all time?
Derek Jeter.
Would you say that he's the best shortstop ever?
I don't think he's a shortstop.
Jeter was a shortstop
Was he?
Yeah.
for the
Yep.
Yankees.
Okay, well that tells you all you need to know about. Yeah, greatest shortstop. Yeah.
Absolute defensive liability.
What are you
But,
talking
yep.
about? Not on my Yankees.
Derek Jeter blows. Offensively, sure, he's fine. You got to pitch to
Oh,
him. I don't like Derek Jeter.
that's my favorite. Oh my god, man! All right.
Why are you hating on
Whatever.
Jason's favorite fucking
Just say
player?
you just say you fucking hate me, Sean.
Just say it. Just say
Oh,
you hate him.
I do. I don't fucking like you one bit, Jason.
Why is it
We've been
because
I
over
won't.
this.
I won't lose any sleep tonight. It's okay.
is it because Jason's just so fucking ugly? Is that why you hate him?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
Well, I'm more upset that he put a shirt on.
Yeah, take
So
it
that's
off.
the issue that we're really having here. But
Take it off.
Nick called me ugly.
Yeah, you're looking at call you
Anyway.
ugly and fat.
Just because it's true doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
moving right along to baseball, though. Trying to right the ship best we can here. Brewers are on a tear. They swept the Yankees this past weekend and went to beat the second best team in the NL West in the San Diego Padres. Won that series 2-1, and I was in attendance on Thursday for that one. And as some of you may have saw on the X, the Twitter, whatever you call it, wherever you get your platforms, the Miller Lights were flowing, and it was a great day. And it was also a great day because my dad and I stopped at Pato beforehand, which also, just a word to the wise, if you're ever at a casino, always bring money to the casino beforehand. Never rely on the ATMs because all the ATMs at Pato were out. Like there was just a massive malfunction. So I'm looking around like an asshole trying to stick my card in any ATM that'll work.
You fucking
And-
No, it's because you had no money. That's why.
Didn't realize. Well, I always stop at the no fee ATM and Quick Trip, but I'm like, you know what? We're in a hurry today. We'll do this, and I'll go there. It'll be fine. But unfortunately, it didn't work. And then as a last ditch Hail Mary, because we talked to the cashiers, we stopped at the cashier's window before or right after. We were like, hey, what the hell's going on? She's like, they're trying to fix it as fast as they can, which I assume I was probably one of the more polite ones because my brother who went there earlier in the day said that he watched an old woman just scream at a cashier. And
Because they're
like,
fucking addicted, dude.
I gotta play my slots. We gotta
Dedicated.
fix this shit. I need money.
They're dedicated.
So-
It's like those videos of those old people, like just fucking going crazy on the screen.
Yeah, it's insane. So just blowing social security check after social security check to these guys. But anyway, as we were leaving, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do one last ditch effort, Hail Mary, to just see if it works on the way out. And fortunately, it did, and it's wonderful because I didn't take a crazy amount of it on. I had just like $20 kind of floating around, did some Brewer bets and everything. $20 went right to the roulette on red because I was either going to double my money or nothing. And it was black. I just walked away pissed. No explanation needed. You can just leave. Don't say a word to anybody. It's a good feeling. But
And then you went to the cashier and started
I
screaming
yes,
at her.
yes, I verbally harassed everybody that was in my path. But no,
Question.
then we went. Yes,
When you win at the casino, do you tip?
if I win a lot,
How much
if
is
I'm
a
like
lot?
barely scraping by,
Sean, just say no.
I got to be getting like probably over 150 from like a fiver or a tenner.
Okay, just curious. Just curious.
Yeah,
So I told
yeah,
Lily,
every once in a while.
I told Lily that like I tip like whenever I come out ahead on craps. I'm like, yeah, usually I'll tip like a little bit. She's like, what? You tip the casino? I'm like, okay, you're not tipping the casino. You're tipping the worker, buddy.
Yeah,
but does
no,
the casino just keep it? Is like one of those things where they're not allowed to keep it and they just
No,
can't tell
No.
you.
No, because my cousin he'll just have a ridiculous luck on the roulette table, and he'll be up an astronomical amount of money. He'll just start throwing like fives and tens at the. He's like, "You're doing me a solid. Here you go, man." But then he crashes and burns. But it's a hell of a ride. I love it. But anyway, that brings me to I was trying to do just kind of a lotto ticket parlay, and I'm like, you know what? You know who's the best division of baseball? The NL Central with the Brewers, the Reds, the Cubs, the Pirates,
The Cubs are good.
and Cubs are one of the best division or best records in baseball. Oh, and the
Weren't
Cardinals.
they
Yes.
didn't weren't they like one of the worst teams and then all of a sudden just started like going on a fucking hot streak?
No, you might be thinking of now the White Sox, but I mean they were never won a championship, but they're a Chicago market. They're like super. They spend a lot of money. Sometimes it just doesn't work
I don't know.
out.
I thought they'd like start off like 2-7 or some shit like that. Like they were down there and then they went on a hot streak.
Yeah, then they were like rattled off 9, 10 in a row.
Okay,
and,
that's
yeah,
okay.
they're-
That's yeah.
Yeah, they're like 30-15 or something right now. They're
Oh,
pretty
you.
good. But so that was a 20-1 parlay that did hit for me on Thursday, which salvaged the day. So it was wonderful. So I will be going back to redeem that ticket, and God damn, it's a good feeling.
Dude, redeeming a
feeling.
fat fucking ticket like that is a yeah.
Usually that shit doesn't work, but I mean, NL Central again. Every team's above 500. And if they're playing the right teams, if they're not playing like a team that's in first place, like the Braves, the Yankees, the Dodgers, anything like that, possibly worth a little sprinkle. So we'll see going forward. Might happen. So, as the viewer, probably our lone fan or two, whoever listens to this again, find something better to do. But talked about last week, Nick. You're going to adopt a baseball team. I know you've already said the Yankees. The Yankees are in the AL.
Okay.
What do you mean
So-
by adopt a baseball team?
So Brewers are obviously, you're born into the state of Wisconsin, so you should
You
have to like the
should.
Brewers. Unless again you have like transplant parents who are like, oh yeah, my dad's from LA. I'll
Yeah.
like root for the Dodgers or whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Or if you can justify it. But so have you thought any more about it?
Yeah, the Yankees, because they had Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So do you have another team in the NL besides the Brewers?
The NL, we're gonna go with the
Derek
D-backs.
Jeter.
What?
The D-backs.
All right, the Snakes. My,
Diamondbacks?
Yes.
Of course, you would like Snake, Sean. Of course.
That's Nick.
No, you like him too, I'm sure, but you like him for different reasons.
Yeah. Is that so? I don't like snakes. I fucking hate snakes, dude.
So, I'm trying to show my
Snakes and spiders. Is that a new tattoo?
It's been a tattoo.
Well,
Snake.
yeah, no, I just haven't seen it.
It's new to you,
'Cause
buddy.
You never come around anymore.
Hold on, I'm tabbed out. Let me see. What is it?
It's a snake.
Snake is snake.
Oh. You're gay.
What does being homosexual have anything to do with having a snake on your arm?
No, never said homosexual. Just gay.
So you're calling me happy then?
Sure, buddy. Sure.
All right,
You're like a Harley.
moving
rider.
on here before Jason gets us canceled.
Oh
So,
my God! It's not
we got-
2017.
We got NFL news. You never know who's listening nowadays, Jason. Big Brother's always keeping tabs, especially on you. You're definitely on a watch list
I
for
hope so.
other reasons. But
I have reported to
Dude,
the FBI
this
several
slander.
times.
so sue me,
Continue.
Jason. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what
Fucking
do you
continue,
do?
dude.
We're just having a goof. Anyway, moving on to NFL news. So, before we dive into the NFL news, the schedule came out officially on Thursday, which I don't really care that much. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, I didn't watch it because I was getting hammered at a Brewer game, but some people are lunatics for it. I assume,
they
Nick,
are.
you were lighting up a whole lot of NFL news under a spoon,
I was.
getting that
was.
syringe going,
I
putting it
was.
right into your veins.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The Chargers
We already
had-
knew
Oh. I was
we already know who everybody was playing. We just didn't quite know the order, which I think it's important for like the buys and everything. And how many road games to away game or how many road games to home games like you have in a row, anything like that, and how early the buy is. But I don't think it matters that much. But I think we will be going over the NFL totals and futures and everything Ideally next week, depending on what time Brogan gets back. So that could be a fat episode. That might need to be a Friday or Saturday one. So
Yeah, that
tune
one's
in
gonna
at some
be
point next week for that.
that one's gonna be a long ass episode because
Yeah.
we're gonna have to yeah.
That might need to be a two-parter.
There's a so for the NFL release schedule thing, it's cool. Um, I'm not really the one who like sits there and fiends over every single team. So I think a lot of teams do it in a very cool way. Like the Chargers had a very cool presentation for it. Even the Packers had like they did like a old fashioned like claymation thing for it,
Yeah.
which is cool and all that. Does it really fuck like it's like you guys are putting. I like the amount of effort they put into it, though, and the amount of creativity that they put into it. So I'm definitely here for that. I'm definitely here for the creatives on the lower end, on the socials. They go all their way to do all of these cool things and whatever. The Packers got
Some interns or group of interns are working overtime.
the Packers got the Claymaker to come on for a little bit, which was pretty cool. But
Like the playmaker.
huh?
You worried somebody's going to break in, Jason? Like the federal government? Why'd you leave the post checking the
Yeah.
locks?
What's that post-it note
No,
say
just
on your
lock it.
door?
Something
Jason,
at 4 p.m. I don't know what it said. 28 at 1 p.m. I don't know what that. I don't remember what that was.
She said, "Why do you look so much smaller than your door when you stand next to it?"
I don't fucking know.
Wait. Can you go back by
You
your
like
door?
a carnival door when you bought it?
Dude, you look like so short.
Jason is a tiny little guy. Yeah, he's what are you like 5'7"?
Dude, no, he's like 5'5" on a good day.
Okay, we're gonna run this same joke on the podcast again.
He's a little guy.
This is not a joke. It's kind of an observation. We just saw you stand next to your door.
Fuck off, dude.
Dude, the handle
Fucking
was
dude,
literally the door handle's at your fucking
To my
eye level.
neck. No,
Yeah.
it was not.
Jason, it's okay. You're just a little guy. But you know who's not a little guy? David Njoku, who just got a
Yeah,
one-year
he
deal.
is. He is. Fuck you. He is.
The Chargers got him. Nick, how you feel about their Bolts getting a pretty quality tight end?
I'm gonna charge you.
Justin Herbert's been woefully underperforming. He'll show flashes of being the fucking greatest quarterback ever and then become mediocre. And he has all the counting stats to make him look goated. This is not even a David Njoku post here. All right, nobody's talking about this enough. Everybody holds Justin Herbert to being such a great quarterback, but he hasn't ever fucking produced once in his life. I think we need to start reevaluating Herbert. Njoku to the Chargers is probably a net positive for the Chargers, so good for them. But I think we really need to start looking at Justin Herbert and asking if he's actually going to produce for once.
I would agree. I think that he's been given a lot of kind of keys to the car, like that kind of sexy weapons and everything.
He just
So that kind of, I don't know, it makes up for some of his offensive stats. Like I think he's really good when he's got the right kind of team around him. But I don't know. I don't necessarily trust all of his decision making. And I think what is he, year like 5 or something at this point?
Yeah.
So we kind of know what we're gonna get from him. I mean, he's kind of collecting a lot of stats, but I don't necessarily think he's the guy, especially when in a division where the Broncos just made it to the AFC Championship. The Chiefs obviously are on the decline, but I think that Mahomes and Kelsey have at least 1, maybe 2 more years on the tank of at least attempting to compete. And obviously the Raiders just got their guy, Fernando Mendoza, and nerdy matching energy and Kirk Cousins. So they're going to be a little bit more competitive. I think their floor is going to be a lot higher than it was last year. So they're kind of on the come up. I don't think they're there yet, but I don't know. The AFC West is going to be tough to predict.
I don't know. It's like I wouldn't say Justin Herbert's not the guy. He's definitely a franchise QB, but I think he gets like too long of a leash. Like people are still putting him in like all these like top 7 conversations, and it's like he hasn't produced since his fucking sophomore year. Or
Yeah.
in the
Which he's
league,
supposed to produce.
numbers,
Numbers, wins.
wins, playoff wins,
Yeah.
anything.
I mean, part of that you were able to, like, he had that free pass that 1 year with Brandon Staley at the helm. I mean, that
Yeah,
dude was just a grade A boob through and through.
yeah.
But
I don't know.
just glad the
Like,
Packers didn't get him.
I don't know. I think Herbert
Um,
can definitely be the guy. It's just he hasn't done anything since his sophomore year to like
Yeah.
really get all this. Like, if you want an MVP, sure, I could see him
Yeah.
getting all this leeway, but he's getting so much leeway for fucking
No, people just
nothing.
like to give him a pass for, yeah. I
did you
don't
say
really quite get
Herbert?
it.
Say what?
Did you say Herbert
Yeah,
Justin Herbert,
from
yes.
Family Guy?
I knew exactly where you're gonna go with that too.
Oh.
You're the only pervert here, Jason.
I knew exactly where you were gonna go with that.
We are going to try and bang through the rest of this episode to uh, just get it done and over with here. Kind of get it locked in. I promised a date day to the missus, and
What are you guys
she's
gonna
going to hit
do?
me. She's going to hit me pretty soon if this doesn't if this goes on. So
I'll
we're
hit you.
going to try and wrap it up.
What are you
Again,
guys gonna do,
this
Sean?
is not a cry for help, but help me. Help.
I'll hit you if you leave me.
I don't know. We're going to probably just hang out.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
The-
she does
no-
abuse you.
Exactly. She hits me, but nobody really cares about it because it's a woman on man abuse, and people don't take that serious enough, which should be talked about more. But
Yeah,
damn it.
what? Jason, I
Give me
need
a
you to
sec.
stay in here with your camera on. Otherwise, it's fucking
me a
with our
second.
cameras.
That's okay. It's
Jason, you better have like a teddy bear suit or something on.
there. Now it's focused. I had to reset it.
Well, Jason, we don't care if
I
you're
won't
blurry.
put it back on.
Take off your
I do.
clothes.
You guys are fucking freaks.
Okay.
I hope Hannah hits you.
What?
Talking about some hard hits. Last weekend we had UFC.
Dude, he's become a master. He's become
Let's go. Let's go.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Let's go. We had UFC 328. So the biggest takeaways from there. Nick, I assume you didn't watch it at all.
I didn't watch it, but I like kind of skimmed over the lines and
I
whatnot.
saw an ad for it, and I wanted to watch it, but I forgot about it.
The not the prelims. The main card was pretty awesome. Bobby King Green got a sub against Jeremy Stevens. That was cool to see. Sean Brady won a unanimous decision against Buckley. That was kind of a loser leaves, not necessarily the rankings, but doesn't get a title shot for a long-time winner. Brady really elevated himself there. Alexander Volkov, the pesky Russian, who's like super old, beat Waldo Cortez Acosta in a unanimous decision. And then we had two title fights. In the flyweight division, we had Josh Van knock out Tatsuro Taria, and they were kind of touting Taria. Taria was the underdog, or was the favorite going in. I think it was like minus 140, 180, something around those lines. And then in a split decision for the middleweight title fight, you had the defending champ Hamza Chimaev take it on Sean Strickland, and Sean Strickland got it done. Controversial finish, I guess. The first round went to Hamza pretty easy, and he's more of a grappler, ground and pound type of guy. And then the second round, Strickland actually defended a lot of those takedowns really well, and really out wrestled Chimaev, which was crazy to see because I didn't really know he had that in his bag. Third round and the fifth round were the most questionable. I thought it was kind of a toss-up either way. Strickland didn't really control the pace of the fight. He was backing up a lot of the times and throwing jabs, not really doing a whole lot of damage, but Hamza didn't really do much to necessarily swing the judges, I'd say, in his favor. So I think they're going to run that back in the next couple of months. I'd be really shocked if they didn't. So yeah, that was a good UFC card, and we're just inching our way to Freedom 250 at the White House in next month. Can't wait.
I am also excited for the White House card for other reasons.
So I bet you are. So that is pretty much all the news for the week. Nick or Jason, got anything else to add?
If I have to fight Jason at your bachelor party, I think I'm out.
Good question.
It's not a question; it's a statement.
No,
Like,
no.
Sean, I
Just
heard your brother really wants to fight me.
I don't know if I gotta fight my brother or not. I'm not sure how that's gonna go.
how are you gonna do it?
I
How are
said
you
he
gonna
wants
do
to
the
fight me.
We might just do like the random wheel.
Okay, yeah.
We might just do that.
I don't do what. Do I have to fight?
No,
Bring a mouth guard. I'd say that.
I just don't want to get hit, dude. I'm too old.
you're
I
28.
don't want to hit.
You're fine.
Yeah, I
There are
don't-
gonna be boxing gloves and headgear provided. You're gonna be fine.
You still get a concussion.
That's true.
Concussions aren't
Tell
real.
that to football players, dude.
Concussions aren't real.
Fuck.
Okay. Sean works for the NFL.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to some dogs. Nick, do you got any dogs this week?
No, no dogs. I don't like anything enough this week.
I didn't either. But last week we had my Jim fucking Miller money line hit at plus 220, which is cool, and Sean Strickland for Brogan hit at plus 425. So
Damn.
2-0 for dogs this week or last week. We're gonna just let that good juju come back when Brogan comes on next week. We'll get some kind of a dog here, but we'll move on to our last segment here. We got locks. Nick, you want to go first?
I'll fucking rip them off since you want to have date day. We're going to go with the Avalanche. Hold up. Let me get a little bit
Please.
smart here.
I beg you.
Okay. We're going to go with the Avalanche
beg you hurt.
over 3.5 goals
Real dicey for me.
minus 110.
She's got a knife. Sorry.
Going to go with Lyon, the goalie, over 24.5 saves. It's purely because he's just going to be receiving so many fucking pucks his way. He's going to have to block some. And then we're going to go with the Avalanche, Canadians.
Are you talking about hockey?
Yeah.
I could get into hockey, I think.
Dude, hockey's fun. Hockey's a fun thing.
I think I
Yeah.
could get into it.
Yeah.
The playoffs coming on around right now. What better time to get in than now?
Dude, watch some hockey.
Who can I
Watch some
who can I
puck.
coattail off of?
Dude,
Who's the best team right now
Hurricanes.
so I can
Dude,
say I've
puck-
always supported them?
dude, puck-tailed the Hurricanes right now. You and I will be on the same fucking boat.
I
And
know nothing, but I will pretend to be a lifelong fan.
that's what I'm not. That's what I'm at. And then the Avalanche over 3.5 goals. Quick, clean. There you go, Sean.
Lovely. All right. I got 4 here. So we got MLB Cardinals money line right now taking on the Royals. They are currently in a rain delay. Top of the first. That's what you get when you don't have a dome or a retractable roof or anything for the stadium.
Rain.
Yeah. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes it rains. That's just kind of how baseball works. Hopefully they are able to finish that. Otherwise, it is what it is. Next one, we got a Moneyline UFC event with Malcolm Wellmaker Moneyline tonight. He's a pretty heavy favorite and then parlayed that with the Shauna Bannon versus Nicole Kalari over 2.5 rounds. And you can get that at minus 114. I think Shauna Bannon is a small favorite, and if she's going to win, it's going to be by decision. So that thing's going over. Next one, we got the Braves. They're, again, one of the best teams in baseball, and I forgot who they're playing here. Give me a second. Braves. Braves are going to be taking on the struggling Bo Sox, and you can get them. Boston has one of the worst records in the league this year so far, and the Braves have one of the hottest ones, and they're at home. I also like the pitching matchup. You got Bryce Elder. He's one of the better. He's the number 2 in that the starting rotation for the Braves, taking on. I don't even know, but this dude's come up. Doesn't have that many innings pitched, and I think he's gonna just kind of get rocked. So give me the Braves money line, and then the last one for the parlay of the week, we got Pistons minus 2.5 alt spread at minus 140. So I just think that they're going to win. It's pretty much been a home team wins every every bout except except last week or the last game where the Pistons won. Kind of swung at the advantage here, so now they got a little bit more wiggle room. We're gonna go Pistons minus 2.5. So lock that shit up. If you do that with Knicks, Avalanche, and Pistons minus 2.5, you get plus 227. Double, a little bit over, a hair over doubling your money. Not too bad, not too shabby. So
If you
They
could
Piston, what?
if you could double your 401k tomorrow, would you do it?
yeah,
Would you
that's a
do
good
it?
good point. It's a great point.
For all the boomers out there that are watching this podcast that love gambling, would you
Yep.
do it?
Sell me your house.
Yeah. Please, yeah, for disregard the inflation over the last 40 years.
Yep. All right, Nick, Jason, anything else to add?
No.
Yeah, I have a lot of things to add. I have a lot of things to say on the world scale, actually.
Jason, actually,
you
you,
got-
you
you
have your chance to
four-
talk politics.
This
Do you have
is
4 hours, Sean, to go into the socioeconomic?
You know, I
climate
think
in the
we
Middle
just
East?
give you a second podcast to just kind of run rampant on that one.
yeah.
Just Jason's corner.
But since we don't have that right now, I'm gonna keep you here while I go on a rant about the world for the next 6.5 hours. What country
we're
do you
gonna-
hate the most,
And why?
and why? And I will tell you why I probably also hate that country, Sean.
And why is it China?
All right. I feel like this is a big trap. We're not going to get demonetized today. That's a card for the week. Some bets are going to cash. Some are going to turn into regrets. Either way we ride. Make sure you subscribe. We'll be back breaking it all down next week. Bet smart, and if it misses, take the shot. Jason, you're not getting a goddamn word in.
Bye.
Sean doesn't like Antarctica. He doesn't like Antarctica.
The ice wall's real. See you later.